Hello everybody, welcome back to that Chaotic Corner. My name is Chaos, and today we are playing... You cannot see that. I'm gonna move my camera. We are playing Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, that's a game. This is a game that hasn't been spoken about in so long. And I've watched Markiplier's playthroughs. I've watched Lauren Z. Side's playthrough of this game. And so I wanted to play it. Also, since it's like a horror game, it is going to be going in a list in the very first. It's going to brain, come on. It is going to be this video is going to be the first video to go into a playlist that I'll be creating once I post this, called Scary Games. And this is the first time that I'm going to be starting to do every year on my channel to play like horror games during October. Kind of like how it was early 2 days, because that stuff was awesome. And I'm bringing it back. So here we are, playing a fine classic, Doki Doki Literature Club. Of course, there's warnings on here. At least 13 years of age. Highly disturbing content. So, we agree. It's not for children, period. I'm sorry. Is that jamming through pretty well? I don't know if that's loud. Sounds loud to me, though. Hopefully this is good. I am gonna... music. We're just gonna... I think that's chill. I'll turn it up here. There we go. Sweet. Okay. New. My name. Chaos. Let's go. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air, like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Once. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Good. Ha! Ha! Oh, okay. Her face kind of looks like mine on Roblox. One of the ones that I got. You know, it's got, I think these eyes. And then, like, instead of, like, these, it's like this. You know. And then the cat mouth. Anyway. I overslept again! But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. I would not say this. And you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Chaos. I'm not. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Okay. Fine, fine. Jeez. There's gonna be a lot of talking. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Story. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Chaos, have you decided on a club to join yet? Club? I told you already I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Bro, you should be listening. Sorry likes to worry a little too much about me, but I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Aw, your happiness is really important to me, you know? That's sweet. I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Oof. I'm guessing, I never heard that term before, but I'm guessing that's like a, I don't know the word, but like, metaphor for people who live under the rock, you know, I don't know. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Okay. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. School! The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Bro, it's the end of school. I would get my ass up so fast, bro. I'm out of here. I'm going home. Clubs. Oh. Tori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? They worry. Tori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom, bro. See, I would be the first one out of here. Like, I'm out of here. Bye, bro. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just standing here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club, Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Forgot about that detail. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Because she's your friend? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Bro, don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or she is so cunning as to plan this all out. Let out a long sigh. Probably like this. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Okay. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, a new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Glance around the room. Oh. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Not a boy. But okay. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, chaos. What a nice surprise. Wait, how does she know me already? Welcome to the club. Yeah, I'm probably sitting there going like, all words escape me in this situation. What's club? It's full of incredibly cute girls. Oh jeez. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. I'm looking at how your chihuahua energy. An aggressive chihuahua. Sorry. I won't look at you, I'm sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first-year pro. Stop. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly, into my ear, then turns back toward the other girl. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Oh, it's Yuri. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Just Monica, just Monica. If you know that musical, that's one of the greatest. That's right. It's great to see you again, Chaos. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year, okay. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Chaos. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. I made them. I'll get them. Okay. Sorry, I got it. I'm so excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Sure. Girls have a few desks arranged for the table. Oh, jeez. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened, so there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray. Yuri opens the closet. That closet. Probably. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. I thought so. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. That's cute. I love that. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. Aww, so cute! Yeah. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just Hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, and Monica and I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full. Ew. No, close your mouth. Has already managed to get icing on her face. I turned the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle cake bite. Mitsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Finally, bite down. The icing's sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made me cup. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? No? Made them for you or anything. Eh? I thought you did. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you. You know, you. Don't call me dumb. Alright, jeez. I give up on Tsuki's weird logic and sniff the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a cup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. Weird. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Yeah, I probably should not have done that. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet. Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's why. Totally not lying to you. That's okay, don't be embarrassed. What makes you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Oh. Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. If it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Whew, take a breath. Whew, that was a lot. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone, okay. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Chaos, what things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, only half joking. Tsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. well, I can change. What am I saying? Oh, that you can change? I spoke without thinking after seeing your sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy world. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. There you go. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. Desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I might not expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes start over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. Usually I like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? Who gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind this club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. You give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Aww. Yuri sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. You have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Well, I wanted to read everyone's poems. Jeez, this is a lot of introduction. Well, we all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Oh boy. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. There we go. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Chaos? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Huh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. Okay, here we go. Let's spill the worms. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejection. But I'm sorry, I thought. Just a little attitude. Chaos. Yeah, well, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like that is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? No. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Theory wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcake, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Chaos, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah, sure. Did I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? My writing skills are not mediocre. They're good at best. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Chaos, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Yuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Okay. That was a super long club. That's super lot of talking. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Tsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Okay. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Guess it does. Oh, it's time to write a poem. Pick words you think my favorite club member will like. Something good might happen. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, let's think about it. I don't want Monica. I think Natsuki is, I don't know, she's a little too aggressive for me. Yuri, that's Sayori. Yuri, I don't know. I'm just gonna pick whichever word that comes to my mind that I'm drawn to most. Okay. Okay, let's go. Sweet. Amazing. Explode. Whisper. Excitement. Quiet. Vivid. Frightening. Music. Wow. Beat. Rose. Dark. Okay. Hi again, Chaos. Glad to see you didn't run away on us, haha. Okay. This seems like it's a very long intro, so I'm gonna stop it here. I'm gonna save it. Perfect. And that's all the time I have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you all later. Bye!